Hey Memorial, happy Wednesday. I hope that you have had as much fun with the Beatles series as I have. I know between the worship team doing music in the choir, the bells, I don't know if you heard Here Come the Sun on the bells, but that was amazing. Between the praise bands and the sermon itself, I hope that you had some fun with the Beatles series. Sadly, we're coming to a close on that. No more Beatles, but there are so many takeaways that we have from this sermon series. I think, if anything, we can now hear those songs and go, I never knew I was going to connect this to something in Scripture, but here we are. And if you heard Pastor Charlie's sermon this past week, All You Need Is Love, despite all the nonsense lyrics that go on in that song, we are reminded that we are to love all people because God first loved us. And not only are we to love people in theory, but we are to approach love as an action. That we are to not only express love, we're not only supposed to come into a space and use kind words and not start arguments and be present with people, but we are also supposed to show up and serve. This is that social holiness that John Wesley talks about. And I'm reminded that there is no such love without going out into the world and sharing the love of Christ by being the hands and feet of Christ. And we do that. We have the shirts that say love shows up. But I wonder, as you reflect this week, what are ways that you intentionally show love to people in your everyday life? This can be as simple as the ways you choose to respond to your children, or your neighbors, or your pets, or the people that you see every day. Do you choose to be patient? Do you choose to pause before you say something? Do you choose to just get off of social media when something is driving you nuts? Do you take the time to be intentional in your spiritual development so that you know how you are called to love? Because it's one thing to say we love because God first loved us, but we need to know God, and we know God through Jesus. And that takes time in Scripture and in prayer and in being with people who are not like us. So this week, if you have some time, set it aside to do some devotion. Set it aside to do some service. Maybe join us for one of our classes. But in all things, choose to love rather than doing anything that might cause harm in someone's life. And think about it after. How did you show up in love? Reflect on that and bring that into your next day. Have a great rest of your week.